Yeah. Once bitten is twice shy. So yesterday, yesterday was an interesting one. I'm coming, guys. Let me turn on my light. Coming, people. Coming home. See if I need this. It makes it brighter, right? Okay, yeah, it makes it brighter. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful day. Today is the Wednesday of March, and let me be sure, Wednesday, 4th of March. Yes, we are in a new month, the third month of the year. That's your New Year resolution. How are you planning to achieve it? I know finance is there. In your New Year's resolution, did you put that you want to increase your financial life? If yes, how are you going by it? Some years ago, let me give you a brief rundown of myself. I am Gloria Ego, aka OgeSpeaks. I run an alternative school system called the School of Money. Some years ago, I saw that there was a need to pay for coaching because why? Where I want to go to, I wasn't getting there. I wasn't getting the result. I will write a New Year's goal. They will say New Year's resolution. Me, I write my New Year's goal as a proactive person that I am. But I do not achieve everything and I will shift it. There is no year I've ever achieved anything. And one day I was watching the TV and I saw a lady, a woman say she's a mother, she's a career woman and all that. And she's run many businesses. And I was like, wow, how did she manage to do all these things? It's worth knowing. So the minute she announced that she's embarking on coaching others, I quickly jumped on it. The money wasn't there. I always say to my niece, there's no time you want to do something that the money is not there. It's when you see that there is a need for it, there's a value, you will go for it. And I jumped into it. And so that was my first time I ever paid what coaching. Come in and learn. Come in and learn. It's very interesting class today. Just follow me carefully. And so when I started the coaching classes, first of all, what she made us do was to read book. Every month we read a book, and every Friday we do book review. So I will sit down because if it's my turn, I will sit down and be reviewing it. As if some people will come to my workplace and said, "Are you writing an exam? Are you going to school?" I'll say no. Because why? If you want to learn something, teach it to others. It's a secret I learned. So because when you study twice because you've studied the first time when you were learning, you say, I don't want to go and fuck up or disgrace myself. So the second time you are teaching others is the second time so the people are receiving it the first time, but you are hearing it the second time. And the master of how did they put it? How did Tony Robbins word this? Reputation is the master of learning, Abby. Is a master to knowing. Someone please help me about repetition. When you repeat something over and over again, you will know it like the back of your hands. So the woman said the reason why we don't achieve most of our goals, all of our goals, is because we make it a yearly goal. So she said you need to break it down. So that is where what I draw from the beginning of this thing. I said that's your goal that you have written. How this is the third month. Before you know it, the first quarter of this year is gone. Before you even embark on anything, do you know that thinking is people do not know that you give time to thinking it. And so if you want to execute anything the first quarter of this year, you would have used last year to be thinking it. But that is not our main show. My main show is that did you know your knowledge is an asset? That is what my live stream is all about today. A lot of people do not know that their knowledge is an asset. When we say something is an asset means what? Something you can turn into what? Cash, income, and you draw it down in your local currency. I run an alternative school system. Although they are all sound school, but my own school is SKOOL, which is what? School of Money, where I help the everyday person. When I mean a everyday person, I mean the employee, the student, the beginner, the fresh graduate, the sit at home mom, the pensioner, the business owners. I help those 7 categories of people. So I classify them as the everyday person, because if you take that 7 listed people out, categories of people I've mentioned, the people that are remaining are the elite, the very wealthy ones. And the very wealthy one knows what money is. So I've come to realize that the everyday person do not know what money is. And that's why we keep chasing after money. Until you come to realize to know what money is, you will keep doing what? Working to chase after money. And money would say, don't chase after me. You are like a man on the treadmill. The minute you increase the speed, you will walk yourself out. And that's why some people have overworked themselves. In this 21st century, we work smartly and we do not work what? Hard again. Hard. I remembered as an African child living in England, I truly get it that the Africans, we are strong people and we like to work hard, and we just working hard. The problem with working hard, you burn yourself out quickly. I remember the time I just came, started living with my partner, Englishman. If I want, I would say, let me use broom and the duster, packer to sweep the house. He would say, why? There is a vacuum cleaner. I'll be like, before I go and plug that thing, before this, before that, before I'll draw the rope. For me, I'm looking at as hard work. Whereas for him, he's looking at the energy you will use, the broom and the packer and the strength. He will look at it and say, why don't you conserve that your strength? But we Africa, we like to burn ourselves out. That living in Europe, England precisely has really opened my eyes to see that we the Africans, we like to burn ourselves out, and it's no lie. These days, before I would want to use my hand to wash the dishes, but these days I say no. Why will I? Time is precious. Time is money. Now that I'm running an alternative school system and getting to understand what money truly is, I now value and cherish my time more than anything. So if you see me giving my time to you, just know that I see a value there, because in the school of money, let me tell you in one word what money is. Money equals value. I'll put it in the comment chat. Money in one word equals what? Value. I'm leaving this here so that those who will come after here will still get to understand this. Money equals what? Value. And where do value come from? Somebody answer. Where do our value come from as a people? Where do our value come from? Our value comes from our skill, our knowledge, and our life what experiences. These three components makes up our value. So let me put it there in the comment, this thing, that our value in bracket equals what? Your knowledge. Your knowledge in form of your degree, your certificate, your skills, and life what? Experiences. I wish I have people right here now to be putting it in the comment for me. Experiences. I don't know how to spell experience again. What? So that is where our value comes from. Your knowledge, your skills, your knowledge. You talk about your certification, your degrees, and all that. Those are your what? Your knowledge. It comprises of it. Whether you did apprentice, you work in an organization, you do not like it, the people you met, the where you came from, like me, having to travel from Africa to Europe, what it entails to be a migrant, what it is to be a school dropout, and that made me do what? I had enough time. I went on the tour to know what I met a lot of people, I interacted. All these are life what? Experiences. And Although some of my classmates, we went to the same higher institution back in Nigeria, they are here, but they went straight, they finished their studies. So if you are, I said two things you cannot get time and money. If you have time, you not have money. And if there's one thing we all have in common, it's time. We have it in the same measure. And your life will always reflect that which you give more time to. Are you the type that you like entertainment, gossip me, gist? You are looking for where they are giving gist. Your life will reflect it. It's just a matter of time. When you get to certain age, you find out that hey, this thing is not working. And regret, the weight of regret is always heavier than the pain of change. People don't like to adapt to changes because changes, most especially changes for growth, it requires what discipline and commitment to it. By the time you're introducing that change to them, they'll say, no, 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 I like this my routine. I like this my daily lifestyle. Oh, this is my lifestyle. But by the time they get to certain age, they'll tell themselves and say, no, 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 no. This is not working. By that time, your strength cannot carry you. You will suddenly realize that, indeed, like Ecclesiastes put it, that there is time for everything. There is time to be born. There is time to grow. There is time to do what? To do everything. Let me give you a quick one. This analogy, I always call it what? Life is in phases. They have the learning stage, the earning stage, and the what? The give back stage. Let me put it in the comments. Three phases, three phases of everyone's life. Okay, I'll put it in a bracket. We have the what? The learning stage, the learning stage, the earning stage. We have the earning what stage and the give give back stage. So at every point as a human being, you must experience these stages of life. Me, I'm in the earning stage of my life. And so I've come to discover that your knowledge is an asset. You can literally build a business and earn income from your knowledge. A woman came to my post on Facebook. I looked at the woman, I wanted to reply her, but I was like, she's in a different stage of life. Why reply her? She said, oh, you think you are smart? Everything is about money, money. I said, I'm in the earning stage of my life. What do you expect me to be doing? When I am in the learning stage of my life, I was actively what learning. I went to school, did my primary, my secondary. For those who are in Africa, Nigeria, we call it primary, secondary. I went to the higher institution. I did it. I came out. I served the government. I learned. I've done 10 years working as an employee. All those things I thought were going to make me wealthy because for me, growing up with my siblings, sister, I saw how difficult her life was. And I asked her, why is your life difficult like this? Other things, I saw career, I love career women, professionals, bankers. Wanted to grow up to be a banker. I never knew that those ones, they just, it's not wealth. Now that I'm older, I see that it's not wealth. Life is lived forward and understood backward. So my sister said it's because she didn't go to school, that if she had gone to higher institution, her life would have been better. So I held that information and I ran with it. And I know a lot of us are coming from that generation whereby we were told to go to school, go to higher institution, come out so that you get a white collar job and then you build your way up, save and retire. And then you draw down your pension. So I wanted that. I wanted so when I went to school, came and finished, I wanted to get the high paying job. Me, I didn't see. Maybe somebody else saw. Me, I didn't see high paying job because the people that were there, they're not ready to step down. And they started telling me, you don't, your certificate is your BSc alone cannot give you the high paying job you need. You need extra this, you need extra that. I did a professional course, HSC 123, health safety and executive officer 1, 2. I did from level 1 to 3. And I added that one. They say no, you have to add other ones. I did BSc statistics. They say you have to add, if you had add ICANN. I said, okay, I don't have ICANN. This is the one I have. Can this one not give me a job, another high paying job in a place? No, that was how I was turning right, left, right, center. I said, me, I don't have another money to go and enroll professional course. So people should give me a opportunity to start somewhere and then have experience. And the money I save from there, I will use it to go and do training. When I see the need, the value for it, I will further ahead. This one, what I've learned, I've studied, all this money I've paid. Let me even end with it little now. It didn't get me anywhere. The only place I I had to begin with is as a sales rep in a what? In a phone computer village. We call it computer village, where they sell accessories, phones, accessories, and laptop accessories. That was where I began working. So before I know, 10 years just went within my eyes. I finished 22 years. I was out of the school, university. Before I know, and now I turned 32 this year. How did 10 years just pass my eye? I still did not get the high paying job. Okay, the opportunity came 2023 for me to come to England. My sister said, you better come and use that your certificate and go to England, though, because at least in England, even if you are washing toilets, they pay by hour. They do not look at what you are doing. I said, okay. So that was the only thing I used that certificate to do. It got me to do my master's in England. And I came here and I couldn't finish my master's. I dropped out because why? I wasn't able to meet up the school demand. And so life took me on another route, another journey. I was pained. I cried because I was like, this is not my plan. My plan was to go to school, get my master's, get a high paying job. When I was crying, I was in that mist that time. I met my partner now, my current partner. He said to me, say, Gloria, don't worry. Forget school. Your life is not defined by school. I said, what do you mean? See my mate, this one, that one. I was looking at myself thinking that I'm a failure. He said, no, your life. He took him nearly a year to sink it to my brain. That was how solid my mind was about what? Going to school from a young age. If you tell me anything, if you tell me don't read your book, I will fight you, become my enemy automatically. If you try to tell me that school is not the answer, now it's me that is telling you that you don't need another extra degree, other extra certificate. That knowledge you already have, you can earn from it if you're in the earning stage of your life. Then if you're in the give back stage of your life, all those knowledge you've known, you do what? Let us store it for the generations that are coming. Because now it's your time to give back. Don't think they know it. Save something for them. Like a good farmer, after the harvest, whether it's a good year or it's a bad year, after everything, the farmer will do what? Will save seed for the next season. So if you're in your give back stage, how do you intend to save that knowledge for the generations behind to come? Some people say, I've taught my children. And do you think your children want to go that line? There's one woman I know, I used to use her as example. She's a herbalist. She understands herb here in Europe. Her children, just if the children are ill, they'll come home and say, Mama, treat me. The mama will treat them. But them, they are not interested. They may know it, but they didn't take it like something they want to do. So that knowledge, if that woman ends tomorrow, now that knowledge goes with her to the grave. And the grave, no wonder Miles Monroe said the grave is the most wealthiest placed, because a lot of people didn't even live half of what is in their head. They didn't live the life. To say you truly lived a fulfilled life is the number of impacts you made. Did you empty yourself? That knowledge, everything you learned along the way, did you empty yourself? And that was how I began OG Speaks. I've shared my story here before. For me, it was OG Speaks began in this book journal. I used to write things in my head that I want to share with my young daughter. I was writing it, writing it. Before you know it, as life progresses, they made me the head of sisters coordinator in church. I said, okay. So every Monday, I will have to we do prayer and we do teachings, and we had our WhatsApp groups, and we have to talk to the sisters. What do I know? What experience do I really know? I was like, there are older ladies there. Why did they make me? But I do not know. The pastor chose me and I took it on. I don't know what life held. He said it took him time to convince me. He said, you don't know what life has prepared, that God is leading him to pick me. So I accepted the offer because those kind of leadership position, it comes with what? Commitment. And most people don't like to do it. They will say, sometimes me, if I finish work, every Monday is always busy for me because Monday in the office, I'm setting up, I'm doing a lot of things on Monday. Finish from office, I will now go. So Monday was always like the longest day. And I still had my business. I was doing my Oogie business. If you fall on Monday, I'll be like, Jesus, today now, today. My sister would look at me like this. She would shake her head. She'll say, can you not delegate one? I say, I'm the leader. Which one shall I delegate? Office, I'm the manager. Church, I'm the sisters leader. Which of them exactly shall I delegate? Sometimes there's one lady, I've forgotten that lady's name, Priscilla. God bless her. She will call me like this. She'll say, okay, do you need assistance? Do you need help? I was okay. Please help me and start running things. If you have a leader here, please support them. Oh, it's not easy. Oh. So that was how I was doing it. And I never knew life was also preparing me. So that's why in this my life I am now, I can multitask. Setting up a new business from scratch has really do what? Open my eyes. So I'm here to tell you that your knowledge is what? It's money. And I've told you how your knowledge is a what? Is value. Because money equals value. And the minute you can fine tune, I say your value come from the combination of your knowledge, your skill, and your life experiences. So, and all those things is something that you have. So that is value for you. The minute you can identify it, you can fine tune it, you can do what? Mix it, it becomes a unique one knowledge to you. And each time you solve somebody's problem, the reward that comes from solving somebody's problem is what? Money. When I got this understanding, I said that means we all have the ability to do what? To create our own money. And the way we are going to do it in 2026 is that you create money from your knowledge in form of you are writing books, in form of your videos, texts, you are teaching people, you are doing programs, you are coaching, all those things, you are rendering services, you are or as a digital product, you draw down your knowledge. Those are your knowledge. You put your knowledge. Let's say, for instance, you manufacture this. Let me use this. You manufacture this, you sell it. That is your physical product. Is your knowledge which you put in a physical product. You did it, you sell it. Now, if you want to teach people how they can manufacture from their end wherever they are, that becomes your knowledge. You are converting that your knowledge into a digital product. And so the minute you say, okay, I'm running a program, I'm doing coaching, I'm putting it as a course, a mini course, people will purchase it and they will learn at their own convenience. Because I foresee a time, a future whereby the cost of moving about will be so expensive, either locally or internationally. The cost of moving about. Yesterday, my partner was telling me that the fuel price has gone up because of this Iran and this thing. So imagine on a normal time, people can fly down from one place to another and go for event or seminar. But now people have realized that, oh, instead of moving people about, flying everything is extra expensive. Why don't we do what? Why don't we do the same thing online, where it is convenient, you can watch from your house? Because if flying down an event, I remember that those days, flying down an event to go, you look for where to park, where to sleep, 3 days, everything. Some people say, when I was in Nigeria, there's this 1 week we do Redeem Church every August. Sometimes I'm already tired. I don't want to, even because of the stress and everything. So when the opportunity came during long, so people could stay in the house and still run the show. Wow, a lot of people will always opt for that one because people want the easy and the convenient thing. So I foresee a future whereby people will want to go for that one. Means instead of driving about, going to do delivery and do all those, people will like, teach me, let me learn how to do it from my end. Even cooking, a time will be coming, people will be too, they're like, I cannot drive 5 miles, 10 miles down the road to go and buy a specific cuisine. Teach me how to cook it myself. I've gone to teach a lady how to cook. She said she liked Nigerian jollof. I've gone several times to her house to teach her. So she don't have to be driving all the way to go and look for Nigerian jollof rice. All she just need to do is to do what? Buy the ingredients in her place and cook it herself. So that is one section of your knowledge, earning your money. When you turn your knowledge into a digital product, or it could be a done for you or a done with you service. So there are 5 ways in which your knowledge can earn you money. Your knowledge can earn you money when you make it turn it into a digital product. You are teaching people, is a digital product. You write books, is a digital product. You design a template, is a digital product. Like Canva, a lot of people are cashing out on Canva because they design what template from scratch. And people, someone like me that is too busy to start even guessing the measurement, let alone creating it from scratch, I will just go there, copy anyone that I like, plug in, remove the text and change some colors, and off I go. It makes my work easier. So, two is what? Programs, coaching, services, all these things you can put your knowledge, you can begin to key in your knowledge into these channels. It's not for you to come. And one thing why I like it, building, I have my book on my seller link. Click the link on my bio. You have find what a book there. Why I love that book, he said building income streams from that which you already know. One woman said, That was what you used to win my heart." She said because she came on TikTok. She said a lot of people are saying, go drop shipping, go eBay, go Printify, go Shopify. She said, she's too old to start learning this, that her brain cannot carry it. That the thing she know how to do is to write books, that she's a writer and she's a mobile minister. Then she now came and saw my own and said, tell me that which you now will monetize it. She said, hey, you mean if I tell you? She said, when she now heard that building income streams from that which you already know, she said, Gloria, I said, yes, I will soon make that my overlay. Building income streams from that which you already know. The question is, how do I build income streams from that which I already know? That's why I said you can build your when your money equals knowledge, and when you turn that your knowledge into solving somebody's problem, and you know how to position it, you know how to package it, structure it as an offer, and position it your knowledge is your knowledge, and that makes it unique to you. A lady came to my class. She has the knowledge of importation. She calls herself the importation NG. I said, okay, sign up for this thing I'm doing. She was like, I don't understand it. I said, okay, go and set up your online store. She went. She said, ChatGPT. I said, no wonder your result is looking like ChatGPT, because I said, here is the fee on my page to go and sign up. I said, I've designed you, put your knowledge as a digital product. Here is your knowledge. Go and upload it on your digital store. Because if you are selling this is a physical product. You still have a shop that you store it in, through of us, or your warehouse or your storage unit. I said, that is how it is for digital knowledge. When you turn your knowledge into a digital product, the only place you can store it, you can display it, is a digital store. Is on a digital store. That's why we call it online. Once it's there, one thing I love the online is that it is set, it runs on automation. So 247 you are selling. I always say, why Europe and Africa is sleeping, America and China they are awake trading. So somebody can be scrolling the internet and see you've done your content about your video, and the person will just go there, purchase, and off the person go, download the product or get access into the classroom or into the link and all that, and then the person will get the knowledge out from that video. Why you are sleeping? Because it runs on automation. So that is what I've been trying to explain since to plenty people. And now I said, so you don't need to come and learn another thing. It is what you already know. You build your income based on what you already know. And that is where your confidence comes from. Your confidence comes from you telling us the journey you have gone through. And it makes it unique to only you. I told her, I said, even if I say I put your product on my store, I will still direct them to you. Because why? You are the one who have been doing it consecutively for 6 years. And you taught me. I'm not interested to go down that road. I say, I am the money coach. If you want to know anything about money, how money works, how to make money, how to increase money and double money, where to invest your money, anything about money, or how to turn your knowledge into money, I run a program for that. And the entry ticket is on my store. You click it, you purchase, and you join. If you want to know how you can turn your knowledge into money, plug into me, because it's a journey I have gone through. I literally did what? Build it from scratch. And there are many ways. For her now, she's only doing China importation and selling her physical products. I said, what other ways? Because you did not get to know what I said I do. I help people build income streams from that which they already know. I help people build income stream. Who are the everyday person? The employee, the business owners, the students, the beginners, the pensioners. I help them build income streams from what they already know because their knowledge is an asset. I'm rounding up this show now because I do my live show on um TikTok. So it's time for me to go now. See you guys. See you by this time tomorrow again. And I will still come back to share it. Thank you guys.